Yeah,
But
yeah.
but this is the next one: Chile versus Chile, Dastan versus Jarppi. We are back into the
Back in
rebirth tournament.
Mhm.
Also, there's a little bit of a countryman kill right beneath them in the bracket. Turkey Dano and Terran. Turkey Dano took out Eon, who we saw last time, and he was doing pretty darn good.
Yeah, that was another one of the round 1 matches that I was really looking at. Eon versus Turkey Dano. Yeah.
We might be getting into a Turkey Dano versus Dastan.
We honestly, we totally, oh my god, the next series will be insane, whether it's Turkey Dano or Terran. Like Terran is like one of the best Terran players in the region. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that just makes me sad. We might have to skip on the Jim Rising.
Yeah,
Jim Rising, Mike.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's just so many good series. One that we kind of glossed over. Ryu versus Dark Unnamed is going on as well. Nano versus Crown. Like, Nano's back. Nano is one of the dark horses who qualified for summer last season. If you remember, like he kind of like, he's the Brazilian Protoss player who like went through everyone and had a really close series versus Ryu.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's gonna be even more intense in the next one because I believe, if we're still correct, there's only one spot on the final qualifier, which means it's gonna be super intense. It doesn't sound like a lot. We went from 2 to 1, but that's doubling the intensity of the bracket. And with that, that means these players really have to win right here, right now, right here on Ice and Chrome. Ellie, they got to do it. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner is the Chilean player, possibly one of the best Protosses. Some would argue that. Who knows? He's playing for Alpha X. He is Dastan. He might be the best Protoss left, unqualified.
I feel like Paco Mike has something to say about that. We'll see. We'll see. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the other Chilean player, the Chilean Terran player, representing himself, no longer Dust. It is Jarppi.
I wonder why he still keeps the tag around.
I think like he's just not as like active enough. Like,
yeah.
if you recall, like he like left the game and he just like left the clan tag on. It's
yeah. Yeah, Jarppi was one of those who was playing like WoW or something. I forgot what he was playing.
Warcraft 3.
Warcraft. Oh, he was playing Warcraft 3 for, yeah, and then he's like, I've been playing for 3 weeks, and then won all of Rebirth. Oh no, he didn't end up winning Rebirth. That was Darkness, but he got pretty far. He was the one that we were like, whoa, 2 new guys.
Yeah.
Darkness obviously was the crazy one that won all of Rebirth, but Jarppi was still an instant, I wouldn't say favorite. I don't want to call everyone a favorite, but he was an instant classic, I feel like. Instantly, I was like, oh, we got to have this guy on every time he's playing.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the, especially because he's Terran, right? In general, we don't have a lot of Terran players in the region, so it's always cool to see one like doing well. And we were talking about it earlier, like it's not just him, but like all of Chile, like Half-Breed's back, really informed, Jarppi as well, Dastan, Darkness is already qualified. Like, mate, Chile, it's
yeah.
I don't know, like at the beginning of the year, we would never have thought of like Chile as like a prominent country, you know, in the region. But yeah,
honestly, yeah, the beginning of the year, I would not have thought of it. But then, honestly, after Rebirth, I'm a Chilean fan.
Yeah,
Chile is pretty on fire right now, like a Chile, if you will.
Oh god,
we get banned. We get shadow banned.
This is the beginning of the stream, man.
My FBI van outside, some guys in there just shaking his head.
The FBI guy, he's got like a little like device like listening into everything you're saying, and he's just like every now and then he just shakes his head.
Fake bombing. All right, what do we have here? A simple 1-1 Expo 1 plus a. He's got the bunker out.
Yeah, so we're gonna see a Widowmine drop. We'll see if he throws down an armory and does the same thing, or if he switches things up. That's gonna be the big question.
He's getting the tech lab on the barracks. I wasn't paying attention too much last time, But is he just gonna get a? Is he gonna switch things over? Is he gonna go straight into medevac? What's he gonna put on that tech lab?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get the medevac. Oh, I love this. Dastan. Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that's like the power of getting an early sentry. You're able to get that hallucination scout, so he sees the opener, he sees everything, and yeah, Jarppi is going for the same thing. Armory on the way, 2 more Widow Mines, so it's going to be a quadruple Widow Mine drop.
Wow. What are the odds of that? Evo Bay or Engineering Bay did go down, and the Armory, of course, like you said, of course he's gonna go for that. This is bread and butter apparently. He's gonna try it, and if it doesn't work here, then I think he's gonna switch it up. Dastan, get your Funadas ready in the chat.
Everyone get your Exomark Funada ready. We'll see who we're gonna hit with that. As again, because the Sun scouted this and he's going for a pretty standard opening, Blink Stalker, like because of this you have Stalkers for defense. Like if he's on top of it, he could even snipe the medevac out of the sky. The big question though is the detection.
Exactly what Eggs needed. I mean, not Eggs, I'm sorry, Cats. If Cats did this, it would have been game over.
Yeah, again, like, but this is like your standard play, nothing too cheeky. There is a robo, still no detection though. Oh, yeah, he sees the stalkers, he doesn't go in. I think that's the right move.
You're supposed to respond. You get the third. Your opponent obviously has nothing because they're investing so much in the Evo Engineering Bay and all this stuff you see coming. So he can get the third, nothing can deny it, and then he just gets stalkers and blink. Does not allow that their medevac to go anywhere. It is trapped. It will go down eventually.
This is actually really, really rough for Jarppi because there was a lot of investment into this. Like, there's 4 Widow Mines and this whole entire medevac. If he gets sniped without dealing any damage, then Jarppi's kind of behind. Like, he invested so much to make this, like, deal some damage.
I think he needs to go for, like, a marine drop.
Yeah, like he needs to do something to like pull the attention away of Dastan so then he can escape, you know? Like he needs to like draw the army somewhere else.
Yeah. It'll happen in due time though. He could honestly, there's no anti-air here, so he could leave that medevac there for another 5-10 minutes and then come back to it when he remembers randomly throughout the game. But as of now, he's gonna try and not even going for, he is going for the third base, I believe.
Yeah, we do see the third CC on the way again. Like this is the same, so far the same build, except of course there is no like big all-in Dastan. He is just macroing up, you know. This is typically what you see, right? There's nothing pressuring him to attack because he hasn't taken any damage at all. He's just making more probes, you know, got his third on the way, so economically he's like incredibly solid, and this is kind of what we expect from Dastan. Oh
no, oh you madman, it's gonna work somehow. Oh my god! Oh, Funada!
That was actually really good. Like that almost didn't work. Look how close the medevac was to dying there before it managed to drop everything.
Got it on live. What the hell? Are you putting on another shield battery? Oh no, cannon.
Cannon. Oh, they're gonna reset.
They're gonna get out before they reset though.
I mean, he already pulled away the workers, so he knows that they're going to reset. And there we go. A couple more probes go down.
Oh, there's still one more too.
Oh god, they're coming back, and there's one more. Okay. All
right. Nice. That's a lot of Marines, but Blink Stalkers are so scary compared to Marines.
Yeah, especially like since there's no medevac here to really support them, they're kind of back. So yeah, Dastan was able to chip away at the CC, get it to half health. Maybe he'll come back for it later on, but you know, Jarppi, he is able to expand. So now both players they're on 3 bases. We're just kind of easing into the mid game.
Ooh, Dastan's going to 4.
Oh wow. Hey,
what a greedy boy.
He's all about the macro this game. He's like the complete opposite of Cats.
Yeah. It's nice to get variation here. Really get to see how the different variations compare up to a Terran.
Oh wow.
Oh no! He got the warp in. The Marines are there in time though and clean it up. A good little distraction while Dastan goes in with the Stalkers again and does a little bit more damage.
Yeah. Now the CC's at less than half health. I don't know if this is going to come into play, but
I feel like he's baiting him. He's not repairing it on purpose so that he'll keep trying to go in, and he'll lose a little bit of supply eventually, and then once he gets too low, he can just heal it. Now would be a great time to go in. He could probably one-shot that CC. Now it's too healthy.
Yeah, the new one. Or at least, like, you know, snipe the SCV just to delay it even further. Oh.
There you go. All right, nice little constant harass Dastan. Honestly, though, he hasn't been making much army at all back at home. Just a couple Zealots, a couple of these Stormy Boys, and one Laser Giraffe.
Yeah, again, he's been, like, pretty greedy. Like, again, just focusing on his probes. Like, he hasn't really focused too much on his army. Part of that probably has to do with the fact that, like, the War Prism got sniped. You know, he was trying to harass, and that kind of was thrown out of the window. But, you know, he's finding some damage here and there.
I don't get this. Why do... I mean, I guess obviously because of shields, but it seems to be a theme where Protoss just punches right into the face and right into the defenses of a Terran and then takes some damage and gets out. Not my favorite trend. It's really good for Jarppi, though.
Yeah. Dastan, he tried to meet the army, and he did force him to siege up a bit outside where he would have liked to, and some of the tanks are exposed.
Yeah, he had his Marines way out of position. I think he was scared of a disruptor or that Zealot flank that should be coming in a moment now. He saw the War Prism going out on the map, but he doesn't quite know where it went, so he's back up. The Stalkers can blink right on all the tanks. Ooh. They only... Oh, hot pickups. Jesus Christ.
That was beautiful.
Saving both of the tanks.
Oh my god, both of the... Yeah.
Okay, oh god.
Yeah, he does escape, and both of those tanks would have gone down if it wasn't for that insane microwave. But lift him up at the last second. Like, the Stalker shots were, like, you know, in the air, like, going towards that when he picked them up.
Yeah. That's what I love about Protoss, is their shots actually fly through the air. Like a Marine, you can't pick something up before a Marine bullet hits it. But the little lasers coming out of Stalkers, you can hot pick up in and out of a bunker or something.
Yeah. There's a lot of micro potential.
I wish for at least one major tournament. Oh, he's gonna get this before it finishes. He's gonna have to cancel and lift up, or just let it die.
Oh, he lifts up.
Lift up and let it die.
Yeah, the army was completely out of position, so it looks like it will go down. All these SCVs are gonna go down as well.
That's rough. Jarppi needs to go for a counterattack.
Yeah, and
he's on the 5 bases now.
He's going for the counterattack, and the Colossus are a little bit exposed. Okay, but he does back off though.
Wow, what a good scan. He has so many Marines. Do something.
Yeah, and that was really well done by Dastan. He just recalled. If he didn't, he would have lost that army. He had to get out of there. But yeah, we do have Jarppi again going in forward.
He's got to load up a medevac or two and go somewhere else. He's got way too much army. And as I said that, he is actually dropping down in the south to that 5th base of Dastan with a small group of Marines. I don't think I've seen such a Marine-heavy army.
Ooh. That was a massive volley of tank shots there on the army, and that's such a good position as well, able to, like, you know, cover this area.
Yeah, and this is looking rough. That's so many tanks here. I don't think I've ever seen this many Marines in a ZVT. I mean a PvT.
Yeah, again, the majority.
Everything.
Yeah, again, a lot of the gas is being spent in all these tanks. Now the Marines are jumping on top of the Colossus.
And we're seeing one of the best Terrans out there in Latin America. One of them. There's a few, but defeating possibly the best Protoss left that hasn't qualified yet. Dastan is no easy feat to defeat. Yeah. I don't think we've seen Jarppi defeat Dastan yet. I don't think they've matched up in anything yet.
Yeah, we haven't. A lot of that is because Jarppi, like, he played in Rebirth #1, and outside of that, he hasn't really competed. Which is why, like, we were wondering, like, you know, where is Jarppi at? Like, has he been playing? Has he been practicing? Did he go back to Warcraft 3? At least that's what I was thinking when we didn't see him in Rebirth 2, you know?
Yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah, did he? I always thought he was just maybe playing ladder or something, but never once did I think he'd give up StarCraft again for Warcraft. Oh, the medevacs. That's the weird dynamic about Marine, tank, and medevacs. The medevacs are so much faster than the rest of the army. You have to, like, I don't know, do they completely hotkey their medevacs separately, or just, I don't even know if you can have them follow a unit, because if you right-click something, they pick it up. I'm not well versed in the Terrans. Oh no! Oh, good catch. That was huge. That was very expensive.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that.
at
Like
the same time, though, in the north, his fourth base getting hit, very bad. Again.
yeah, I mean, honestly, he can give it up. Like, I don't think he cares about the fourth base. Like, he has so much army here. Dastan has so little here to protect his Colossus. Like, look at the disparity in army supply. Jarppi's almost maxed out.
You know what Dastan needed a long time ago? Storm.
I was about to say either Storm or Disruptors. Like, something other than Colossus.
Oh, I would have gone for both. Screw it. There's so many Marines. Like, one Storm and it's all over.
Yeah, and it looks like the Nexus may be going down. Again, it's so difficult for Dastan to engage because the tanks are covering everything. He's got a couple of DTs, but...
Oh, not bad. He tried to go for a surround also, and there's just too many tanks for that, too. I don't think he had a scan there for a while. GG. Wow, just like that. Jen's Jarppi, ex-Dust player, taking out Dastan. That's crazy.
GG. And honestly, yeah, I was really surprised that we didn't see Storm because Dastan, I don't know if you noticed, but he got the Templar Archives pretty early on. And that's how he was getting those Archons, because he was making Archons to
that's
like
what throws me off so hard. He got that really early on.
Yeah. So I was expecting Storm, but it was never researched. I don't know if that was an oversight from Dastan, or he honestly thought that he could like maintain himself with just Colossus, but yeah.
I think he thought the Colossus would be enough, but it was not. He didn't have to really drop anywhere too crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, this kind of comes to me anyway. This kind of comes down to the lack of Terrans in the region. So Jarppi, the way he played this out is very Korean Terran-esque. There's a lot of people who honestly, like the Europeans, they don't really like how the Koreans play, but the Koreans, they go in TVP, they go very Marine tank heavy. This is like how Innovation plays. And this is also why Innovation struggles against like Stats and Zest and stuff, because like there are ways to counter this, like with Storm. And that's why the Europeans don't play like this. But I don't know if Dastan is too used to this style.
Yeah. Interessante to say the least. Players saying go, we're ready, they're ready, everyone's ready, and I'm trying my hardest not to look at the bracket. I really want to see who won and lost, but I want to save it. You know what, I'm gonna do it. We got time. The game hasn't even started the countdown. I'm gonna refresh the bracket, and we will come to find out that Paco Mike did beat Destroyer and is awaiting the winner of Gym Rising Bombila. And who else? Zions versus Carlo, the third Lord half-breed.
Look at ENG.
Password beat Yanji. Wow. Password was actually doing good last time from what I remember, so not super crazy to me, but still a little crazy.
Oh my god. And
Turkey Dano beat Terran.
Yeah,
oh my god.
That's what I was looking at. Turkey Dano is waiting for the winner of this series.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be an absolute... I don't know. It's going to be an absolute I don't know. It's a big IDK for me. But here we are on a map we never see. Who picked this map? I don't know, but they have a plan for it. I am absolutely positive that's the only reason you picked this map. Spawning in the top center, bottom left-hand corner, whatever we call it these days, on this paused map.
Yeah, and as we get into this small pause, shout out to Paco Mike, by the way. He's in the chat.
We're not at Paco Mike.
Paco Mike, good luck in your next round. Honestly, we really do want to cast it. Maybe we'll get to it, maybe not.
If you're listening right now, I want to raise the stakes. How are you feeling against Gym Rising? You think you're gonna absolutely crush him? Are you scared of him? Are you scared of how good he is right now, or are you confident that you're just gonna absolutely wreck him?
Yeah, let us know, Paco. What's going on, man? How you feeling going in versus El Pollo Loco?
A team kill. I don't know if y'all are from the same state or city, but you guys should definitely have a good old fisticuffs, a good old backyard brawl here, and we want to know. How confident are you? And then we're gonna go to Jim stream and we're gonna blow that up and screenshot it and make sure that that Jim knows. And then we start this little rivalry going.
Yeah. And Mabel's in the chat bringing something up that I don't know if you're aware of. But today, or at least here in Australia, I think tomorrow in America, on the 22nd of August, it is Eggs' birthday.
Oh yeah, it's still 21st here.
Yeah.
Wow, there's always some sort of Chilean birthday going on.
Game resumed.
That was a good little break. Got a nice little talk in there, but I'm interested to see what he says. But here we are. We can finally do the intros. I don't know why we're on this map, but we're on it. It's Golden Wall LE on the left side of the map. We're looking in the main base of the blue Protoss player. He's a Chilean. He's a player for Alpha X Latin America. He is a streamer, podcaster, and all-around awesome guy. It is Dastan. Can you guys tell I'm a fan?
And spawning in at the bottom right-hand corner of Golden Wall LE, we have the other Chilean player, the Chilean Terran player. Representing himself, it is Jarppi.
All right, so who picked this map and what play do they have planned for this?
I mean, Dastan, he's already starting to mine out those mineral patches to the south, so we'll see if that's
normal now.
Yeah, we'll see if that's just to expand and just to take that lower natural, or if he has something else in mind. We'll see. Again, really interesting that Golden Wall is the second map in this series. It's something you don't really see too often.
Yeah, man, imagine if Eggs could qualify tonight before his birthday.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing him with a cake and a bottle of vodka on stream.
That's probably what's gonna happen. I imagine he's gonna stream until midnight, and then yeah. How far away is it till midnight where you are?
It is approximately 5:10 p.m. So that means about 6:40, 6:50, 6 hours 50 minutes, 7 hours to be safe.
Okay. Still a ways away. I was gonna say like maybe it lines up with like his qualification match or something, but
nah, it's not Rebirth. It's not an 8-hour stream. I mean, yesterday ended actually pretty fast.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little salty, Paco Mike. Do not say anything.
Yeah, and speaking of salt, we have a proxy out here. We got a 1-1. I don't really know like the complete purpose because it's basically right outside the main of Jarppi. Like it's kind of like a proxy, but not a proxy.
That just lets me know Jarppi picked this map.
Yeah. Oh, he's going for a Hellion drop.
Okay. Normally it doesn't get scouted there because you don't go fully look at the gold base. We've seen this before. We've casted this before. I just don't remember who exactly did it, but if it's not scouted, it could work.
Was it Vindicta? No. Was it?
It might have been.
Because I recall this as well. Like we have seen this before.
I just don't get what's going on here. Like would you do that? It just honestly moves you there like 5 seconds faster, but then you take the long route and it no longer gives you an advantage. It's got to be for the follow-up because he put the starport down in the center of that, I guess the dead zone, whatever you want to call it, which is not unlocked for him yet. And then he put a tech lab on it, so maybe he's going for some battle cruisers or banshees.
Yeah, there's a fusion core.
BCs. Oh, there you go. I didn't see that. BCs. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it now. It makes sense.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting how this is playing out, and I love this position. It's in the fog of war, and the Hellions, they go in. There is a shoe battery though.
But they should still be able to one-shot pros, but now that there's two, it's not enough. He's got to get out of there. Yoink, and he does.
Okay, he does, and I was just quickly checking the vision, and so far Dastan hasn't gone for a hallucination scout. He hasn't seen anything in the main base of Gens.
I think he saw enough right there.
I mean, he has no idea about the BC follow-up. That's the big thing. He hasn't seen the fusion core.
I was being sarcastic. He didn't see crap. He has no idea there's BCs. But I mean, on this map, you should expect it.
Oh my god, are these stalkers gonna somehow catch this? Are they?
Yep, they're going right on top of it.
Oh my god! Wow.
Are they in? I mean, one BC should still get out.
Yeah. Like, even
Oh,
if
he should not go for the tech lab.
yeah,
Don't go. Yeah, you gotta go straight for the.
unfortunately, like even if you kill the tech lab, it's not going to stop the BC from coming out.
Yeah. It's too late. The BC is gonna come.
But I mean, he does scout it, so he does know that it's coming. But at the same time, Jarppi does drop into the natural.
Oh, geez. It's really just buying time. I don't think he can really do too much damage. 3 probes is actually a lot.
Yeah, this honestly, this could potentially kill Dastan because he's going for a 1-2 punch. Like Jarppi has this
With the
massive
tank, marine.
Yeah.
Oh, the boys!
The
The boys are
boys.
back in town.
With the BC as well. Like the BC took some damage, but it could just be repaired by the SCVs.
The boys are back in town, and I think that's just about it. They're repairing the medevac at this point because they really don't have much else to do. He's target healing the pylon, and it bought him a little bit of time, but now the army's here. He pulled the probes. They're going at it tit for tat. Probes versus SCVs. When do you see this ever? Golden Wall Elite, that's the only place. There's still a lot of Marines left. Oh, the BC gets out of there alive, and the Marines are alive. The tank comes in for backup, and I think with that, Dastan is not going to be able to hold.
Yeah, the BC was able to come out alive. 14 probes went down. So, I mean, the working count is pretty even, but it's going to be so difficult to deal with all these Marines. To be fair, though, do they not have stim? I don't believe he has stim.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, he does not. He went for BCs instead. You can't afford stim on BCs.
Yeah, so just, like, because he's a stimless Marines, like, Dastan, he can still hold even a Raven diving in here. But yeah, like, the worker
Because he
counts...
can go for a Reaper. The Reaper's a stim dealer.
So I kind of want to
Yeah,
give
no one
the...
supplies a stim.
Like, Dastan is, like, pretty far ahead. Like, Jarppi, he's 100% all in. Like, he's on one base. Like, he has to end the game.
Getting a little rough. Oh, no. He's got nothing. He doesn't have any energy in his Raven. Oh, it's going to go down. No! Man, I guess this isn't working, but here comes the final parade push. Another handful of SCVs coming in. Now, I mean, Jarppi did do a lot of work. The BC is coming back too. Uh-oh, the repairs on the BC, question mark?
Yeah, the BC.
Oh, he's not repairing.
Tag, he's
There he
trying to
goes.
repair. Yeah,
God.
it's so difficult to break, though. There are just so many stalkers, and he blinks forward.
He still does have a lot of SCVs here, but that's not enough to kill these stalkers. He's just continuing the parade push.
I mean, yeah, he has to, right? Like, unless he lifts up his main base and goes to the gold or something, question mark, but...
He's pretty dead in the water, I think. I mean, Dastan sitting on 2 bases still. Even on workers, he's got the home defense advantage. He's got the shield battery regaining energy slowly. Stalkers just trade absolutely amazing versus these Marines and blinking on top of the tank.
Yeah, and I love this actually. Dastan is going to be hitting the reinforcements. This is so great. He's going to be able to pick off a tank, all these Marines as well, but
that does create an opportunity for Jarppi to take on the main engagement, but now it's a full-on surround. Dorito cannon gets blinked out of. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
wow.
Game changer.
Oh my god.
Wow, what a back and forth.
And with this, like, Jarppi, this is all he has now because the stalkers are still killing the reinforcements. Like, this is everything he's going to have unless he makes another BC and teleports across the map. Like, we'll see if he's able to break Dastan. Dastan, all he has is blink stalkers, but to be fair, he's throwing down more shield batteries, trying to make sure he's even in a better defensive position. I don't know if you noticed, but he actually canceled his third base. Like, he had it on the way, and when he realized how all in his opponent was, he just canceled for those resources.
Yeah, he definitely knows there's no other base for Jarppi here, and on top of all this, and I was hoping another BC would come out, but he's getting the Banshees here, which could be pretty good. I don't know if it'll help him win this game. He's still really far behind. Containing your opponent on 2 bases isn't ideal when you're on 1. And Dastan also not using any of the energy in that forward nexus. He wants to have that shield battery overcharge ready when it's time to use it.
Yeah, I mean, like, Banshees, to me, it's kind of like a Hail Mary play, kind of like DTs, you know, hoping your opponent doesn't have detection. And to be fair, he doesn't, but,
Oh my god. Oh, just in time. Wow, talk about I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
That's great, but it's also a bit of a shame because
No.
immediately like detection gets started from Dastan. Like he reveals his hand.
Yeah. The BC got out of there alive though. I don't know how good that is for Jarppi. Yeah, man, it looks like a tough ask for Jarppi to bring this one back. It was a nice try. I was really scared there for Dastan. I was like, no way, Dastan goes down to Jarppi and a 2-0 with some cheesy plays like this. Dastan's better than that. Not that Jarppi isn't good. Jarppi's great. We're watching him do great here. Any other player would have had to lost and GG out and not even be able to secure this second base here, but he does have a second base and he's hoping he can get back into it. You know, this is his tournament life is on the line here. He doesn't want to just throw it all away.
Yeah, I mean,
he floated his main.
He did, and I don't mind this. Honestly, I would have preferred it if he floated to the gold. Like, if you're gonna get back into this, mate, you need that gold.
Yeah.
And he is, to be fair, he is working on his natural, so he could still take one. Like, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Like, it's always difficult to break a Terran, especially when they have a bunch of tanks. So it's going to be difficult. But, you know, Dastan, he's working up to it. You know, he's getting Zealot legs, he's getting more charge lots as well. And that'll definitely help when it comes to breaking tank lines.
Yeah, and we'll see how this plays out, man. It's rough. Dastan is definitely in the lead here, but Jarppi could pull it back. He is not just any player. He is the OG Chilean Terran.
Yeah.
Oop.
And honestly, like, that was a really good start. 7 probe kills, like, Jarppi, he's ahead in workers. Like, he's oversaturated, but he is technically ahead in workers, so he's not in the worst position. Like, we can see in the suppliers, right? Like, it's not that big of a disparity.
Yeah, this is getting dicey here. I think he might be able to come back in here now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, the BC goes into the main base, kills the shield battery, a couple of probes, and teleports out.
I thought he teleported in. I was like, he's not gonna get out of there, but he walked it in. That's great. I say walked it, but they don't walk, they fly.
Yeah, and I'm honestly a little bit worried. Like, if Dastan, if he like tries to break Jarppi, like, that's what Jarppi wants. Like, he's got tanks, he's got a bunker as well, he's setting up a missile turret. Like, he wants Dastan to try and push into him. Like, that's the best chance Jarppi has.
I think Dastan's just gonna go right into the main, which is the better choice.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, all the defense is on the low ground, and while he doesn't necessarily need the main because his base isn't there, his tech is there, and if he doesn't have vision of the high ground or his defense is on the high ground, he's not going to be able to push up that ramp.
Yeah, this is such a smart move. Again, like, Dastan, he may not be able to like deal any economic damage, but diving in here, killing the fusion core, killing depots, killing whatever there is in the main is going to be great, and it could force Jarppi to try and push up the ramp into his own main.
This is so weird. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this.
It's going in.
He's securing the third base at the gold as Dastan's going into his main base, which was floated over to his natural.
Yeah, and surprisingly, okay, Jarppi, he's gonna try and retake his main base, and
he made up the ramp.
Yeah, he gets up the ramp. Oh god.
And Dastan fails, but now Dastan can go for that gold mineral base. He's got to pull the probes, SCVs, whatever the heck they're called these days.
Oh, he doesn't see it. He doesn't know.
Dastan, no, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Check. God, okay.
Check.
He caught a glimpse, but I don't think it was looking. Yeah, he has no idea.
I hate it here.
He has detection all over the place except for that mineral line, so he could have been denying mining here, but he just doesn't know. Mate, we're getting into a series. We're getting into a longer game. Like, this is happening. Like, another CC is going down.
I said it just a minute ago. It looks like it's completely over, but you never know. Jarppi, he's pretty good, but also I think Dastan's just building up an army so he can definitely deal the killing blow.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has a better army, and we already have Storm about to finish up, and that'll help so much. Like, it's gonna work out for him so much better than the previous game, at least in a head-on engagement. but because of the golds, because Jarppi is on 2 bases and he's getting a 3rd, like, I don't know. This is kind of scary. Like, Jarpi's like mass tank style, like it can look so scary, right? Like we saw how scary it was last game.
Yeah. It's looking quite scary indeed.
And it's at its strongest defensively, where everything is already sieged up.
Yeah. He's got a lot of Marines. That's pretty good. But, you know, as soon as the storms come in, he's kind of screwed.
Yeah, the Marines at least, right? It's going to be on Jarppi to like make sure he saves them, make sure they're like maybe even behind the tanks. It's going to be a difficult engagement regardless. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, Dastan, he finally knows about the 3rd base. Like, he knows about the gold now, so maybe he's going to try and deny some mining. It feels a little bit too late though.
Yeah, he let that mine way too long. With all those stalkers, he could have blinked on all that army and killed it instantly. Wow. What a recall.
Yeah, forced to recall because of the BC. And again, the BC, I believe it did just fly over. So, yep, teleport is available for it.
Yeah, teleport is available, but this is the one unit you can have stuck in that limbo part right there.
Yeah, and there we go. Jarppi, he's expanding. He's taking another base.
Wow, he's really doing it. Wow. And he's going to blink out. What a guy. This guy's good.
Yeah, and honestly, this is kind of scary now. Like, Dastan, he had such an advantage early on because he held that all in. But now, like, things have really stabilized, and Dastan's pushing out, which is great. He has Storm, he has Charge, he has Blink Stalkers. But again, like, this style is at its strongest defensively. But, oh, actually, Jarppi, he could push out, and that's ideal for Dastan. Like, he's not set up. He's not sieged.
Yeah, I can't believe we got into a regular game here. He's gonna see it right now. Oh, they're just barely. Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Back up! Oh my God! In the War Prism, the juicy storms. Oh my God! Dastan with the absolutely smashing army, ravaging this army of Jen's Jarppi, and he even gets out. What a guy! What a guy! He doesn't get out with much. Actually, that didn't go too bad for Jarppi. He did lose all his tanks, though. That was a bad part.
Yeah, they both lost the majority of their tech, right? Like, Dastan lost all his War Prism and all his High Templar, but Jarppi lost all his tanks. So they kind of just went, you know, they kind of just traded. Like, they have equal workers, you know, their army supplies are equal as well. They just kind of, you know, yeah, just went back and forth.
Thank you everybody for joining us. The chat's just absolutely fun today. I'm loving it.
Oh boy.
Vortex, Darking. It's great to have everyone here. It's like we're at the lunch table in high school or something with all your friends eating the disgusting lunch food. I'm actually interested. What did you guys eat for lunch in Australia? Like, what was your your favorite lunch at school, or did you take lunch?
Lunch? That's I mean, that wasn't really a thing here for me anyway, because
you don't have lunch at school.
I don't know if it's a Latin American thing, but we have dinner early, like 4 p.m. early, 4 or 5 p.m. You know, like that's so like after school we just have dinner, you know. So
like when you went to high school, there was no like lunch at your high school?
Oh, there is, like, as in you can buy lunch, right? Like,
no, but you wouldn't eat it.
Oh, yeah, not really. Like, I mean, I'll take like an apple or something, right?
Oh, that is weird. That is definitely a Latin American thing.
Oh.
Or it's not. They do that in Spain as well. I don't know. I guess that's just a foreigner thing. Certain cultures do that.
Yeah. I
don't know. I used to love that they had like little pizza pockets at my school, like mini calzones. Those were absolutely delectable.
Yeah.
And I would pretend that I'm a high schooler just to go back and eat the food. If there wasn't so many laws against it.
I like the idea of like, hey, what do you want to go to eat, y'all? I want to go to the cafeteria at high school.
Yeah. There's a really good cafeteria down the street. Just so happens to be in high school. But the chefs there. The Storms are missing, but the rest of the army is taking everything out here. I can't believe this game has got to this point, honestly. And if Dastan doesn't win it here, I'm going to be very mad at him. Loading up the Warp Prism.
Oh, God.
And the Storm drops. Oh, he's missing with the Storms.
Yeah, the Storm doesn't hit. He still has plenty of Storms left with his army, but at the same time, there's a massive drop on the outside of the map. Forces a recall.
Oh my God. Who is it going to be right here? Who's facing Turkey Dano? We do not know quite yet. He's going for the counter attack. He's doing damage. Shield overcharge went, but the Archon back there is just sleeping on the job.
Yeah, the High Templar
Nightlight.
The High Templar were actually forced to turn into Archons, and now because Jarppi, he held.
The High Templar is too thick. He's too thick to get out of there.
He's too thick. He can't get through.
Oh my God. Too thick for his death by thickness. What a way to go.
And
ain't that just the way?
If Jarppi pushes out now with his army, I think he can win. Like there's no Storms left. There's no AoE. There's no High Templar. There's nothing. Like there's just gateway units. Oh God, and we'll see.
What the heck is Corky talking about? Vegemite sandwiches?
Oh, that's
Sounds
like a
disgusting.
Yeah, that's like an Australian thing. That's like a. I don't even know if I want to call that an Australian thing. That's.
That's a quirky thing or what?
Yeah, it could be. That could be more of a quirky thing. We'll see. I mean, we do have Jens again with his massive bio army and his tanks pushing down here to the south, and there's nothing here. Recall was already used, so we're gonna end up like I was gonna say in the pseudo base trade, but this reinforcements here for Jarppi. Like I think he should be fine.
Yeah. He pulled the boys. Which is always unfortunate when you pull the boys and they don't actually even get in the fight. They just derp around behind the army.
Yeah, like if the Zealots got on top of the tanks, then the tanks would have gone down. He had to make sure the Zealots got dealt with. Meanwhile, the southern bases are all going down.
Way. Are we seeing the comeback of the century against one of the best Chilean Protoxes right now?
Yes.
I cannot believe Jarppi's pulling this off. You absolutely disgusting madman.
Yeah.
I have to go take a shower now.
That was the last High Templar.
Oh my God. GG is called, and Jarppi 2-0's Dastan. This man has been practicing.
That's great.
I want to know who he's been practicing with. He's not even on a team, guys. He's not even on a team right now. He doesn't even compete that much.
Oh my God. And I'm kind of worried because now Jarppi, he advances. And he's going up against someone who just took out Terran.
I can't believe Jarppi advances. I want him to qualify now. If he doesn't qualify right now, I'm going to be so upset. If Turkey Dano cheeses him and beats him, we're going to fight.
All right, well,
I'm going to go find Turkey Dano.
I hope you're ready for the fight, because if Turkey Dano can take out Terran, who arguably is the best Terran player in the region, better than Sinner. I mean, to be fair, Jarppi has something to say about that now. We'll see. It's one of those things
where Jarppi's got some talking to do now.
Yeah, like everyone knows how Turkey Dano plays. Everyone knows he's incredibly cheesy. That doesn't mean you can stop his cheese though. that doesn't mean that at all.
Maybe he doesn't cheese.
Shut your mouth.
The plot twist.
Shut your mouth. Get out of here.
Don't talk like that.
Oh my God. Don't even dare say that. That's not what we want here on this channel, okay?
We don't talk like that in this house. Jim Rising and Paco Mike is actually going on right now, though, so I think we are going to miss that one. The Zerglord beat Halfbreed 2-1 and is now going up against Eggs 2-0 Touch. And Perhark went down to Master, so it's Password versus Master. The Perhark killer and the Yanji killer. Would have never expected either of those guys to go out this early. Nano, of course, advanced. He's on fire. He'll be playing like Shelby or Viken. And who's this? Mimron. Is going up against Ryu right now. Ryu beat Dark Unnamed. Wow, good on him. 2-1. So that was not an easy fight.
Oh yeah, again that was
the 8th match.
That was another 6EVZ. Again, a shame that they're kind of knocking each other out. But Mimron, he has a tough ask. He's going up against Ryu, one of the best Zergs in the region. I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of like amazing Zergs here. Like as we kind of knew, like Eggs is kind of blazing his way through. As a bit of a reminder, if we look at the lower half of the bracket, YSCH That's Chaos Fate. Like we.
Oh, Chaos Fate's been doing super good. Good. I need to go back and check the stats here.
Yeah, so we could see Chaos Fate versus Eggs.